It's a long, painstaking process, but I think a lot of North Carolinians probably have that same memory.
Yep. We're plating it and we're going to give it a try.
Okay, so excited. Green beans are actually said to be the third most popular backyard vegetable after tomatoes and peppers.
When I was growing up, we spent summers in South Carolina and we grew green beans, and my aunt would have us go pick them. We get big bushels of green beans, and then me and my cousins would sit there and snap the ends until we had them all done.
I think that's a lot of native North Carolinians have had that experience. I can remember doing that also. So we have two types of green beans growing here at the Poe Garden, and we also have them planted at least two of our community gardens that we work with.
Oh, okay.
I know Smithfield and Clayton have green beans growing, and they are coming up quickly. Do y'all want to go see?
Yep, sure.
Awesome. Here are the green beans that we have growing in our Grow All Garden at Poe. Historically, Indigenous Americans in North Carolina planted green beans using the Three Sisters method next to corn and squash.
And you know, before the Christmas tree industry took over, green beans was the economic lifeline for small mountain farmers in North Carolina.
So there are two types of beans. There are pole beans, which require a trellis, a fence, something that they can climb.
Makes sense.
Which is what we have planted here, actually two different types of pole beans. There's also bush beans that just grow as a bush. The two types of pole beans that we have planted here are the Ruby Moon and the Blue Lake. The Ruby Moon are the ones that are sort of purple in color, and they're very pretty. They can actually be used as decorative. They're vines. And then we have the Blue Lake, which will be green beans. Green beans aren't always green. There's lots of different colors of beans. And we were going to plant some over here as well. These will actually produce at the end of the summer. The ones we plant today will produce closer to fall. All right, so I am going to plant some of our Blue Moon variety. They are fairly large beans, you can see. All right, so they are to be planted 4 inches apart, but the rows should be 2 feet apart. So we're just gonna do 1 row here against our fence, which gives us our natural trellis. So they only go 1 inch down in the ground. You do not need to dig deeply at all. And we will add some compost on top because we want to make sure that the soil around that bean is super healthy and rich. You want to get at least 6 to 8 hours of full sun a day. They need a lot of water, especially at the beginning. All right, so we're going to go ahead and water ours. A single bean plant can produce between 6 to 9 quarts of beans. That means you have to do a lot of picking. If you live in an apartment, you can grow your beans in a pot. Hopefully you have a railing or something on your balcony or your porch, and you can produce your little bean plant. All right, all finished planting.
Great job.
Let's drink some water, head on into the kitchen,
and make some fresh green beans. Let's go.
That was fun. Yeah. It feels good in here.
You did a great job planting those beans. I can't wait to see them start to grow.
Thanks, me either.
Okay, so we're going to stay on the green beans theme, and today we're going to make a fresh green bean salad with a balsamic dressing.
That sounds awesome.
We're going to blanch these green beans. What does blanching mean? Blanching means we're going to take the green beans and put them into a pot of boiling water, which we already have going over here, and we're going to let them cook for 5 to 7 minutes. You don't want them too mushy. You still want them to have a crisp bite to them. The green beans that are boiling now have already had the ends trimmed. So remember, Lauren and I were talking about when well, particularly when I was a child, how we used to snap the green beans. So basically what you would do, you'd get a fresh green bean, you take the ends and you would just snap them off like this, and then they would go into a bowl that would be compost. The other thing you can do is you can take the green beans, you can take a knife, and you can just trim the ends by cutting off the ends of the green beans. While the green beans are still cooking, we're gonna go ahead and make the balsamic dressing. But before we do that, we need to add the tomatoes to the bowl where we're gonna put the green beans and the dressings and everything at the end. So the bowl already has the tomatoes in it. We're gonna push that to the side. So now, Lauren, you're gonna put together the dressings.
Awesome.
So first thing you're gonna put in is the oil. Making your own dressing is so simple. All we did was we used oil, vinegar, we used a little sweetener, we used a little garlic, a little salt and pepper, and you can make your dressings whatever flavors you like. Okay, so the green beans are ready, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a pair of tongs, and I'm going to transfer these green beans from this hot water to this ice bath, where the green beans will now stop cooking and keep their beautiful green color. Now the green beans are done. We're going to add them to the bowl with the tomatoes, and while I'm doing that, Lauren is going to shake up the dressing, and we're going to give that a taste and see what we think, because you can make.
It's going to take a tiny bit.
Right, you're gonna make this dressing to your taste. What do you think?
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of vinegar. That's how I like it.
Yep.
So the salad as a whole has a lot of fiber, which is always great. Also has some manganese and calcium and vitamin A, C, and K. Lots of nutrients in here.
That's a good micronutrients. So are you ready to add the dressing? I'm just gonna put the bowl
I'm
back
ready.
here.
All right.
Yeah, so.
Oh, lots of garlic.
Yes, that's what I like too. Just stirring it up and making sure we get everything nicely covered. We're gonna add the feta. The one beautiful thing about the feta is it gives everything a nice little punch. So just give that a nice sprinkle around. And then for a last little bit of freshness, we're going to take a whole lemon and we're just gonna zest it with the microplane. You don't have to have a microplane. You can actually use a regular grater and just use the small holes on the grater. Lemon zest gives things even a more fresh flavor. And one of the little tips I will tell you is that if you're going to be using lemon zest and then using lemon juice, you zest first, then you juice.
Oh yes, I've learned that the hard way.
Okay, so we've made our green bean salad. We assembled it, and now we're plating it, and we're gonna give it a try.
Okay. So excited.
Me too.
I love it.
It's very good, very fresh. And so we've kept that whole fresh concept of eating the green beans with this salad. So that really is delicious. And if you wanted to make some changes, if you wanted a little more sweeter, you could add some honey. If you wanted to add a little bit more, you want a little more of the feta, you're welcome to do that.
The green bean plant is so prolific that it's
you
good
coming?
to have a variety of recipes. So this is fun. I like it.
You literally would have green beans all summer long, and you have the opportunity to have a nice recipe that's to use your fresh green beans. So then in the fall, you're still going to be able to harvest some green beans. And that's a great time to harvest the green beans that you will use during the winter months when you like a more heartier dish.
So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our Post Center YouTube channel for more garden and kitchen videos. And if you would like our video and comment your favorite green bean recipe.
And don't forget, stay
Stay
POFit.